Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Sometimes it is that when I am privileged with the opportunity to come forward and connect with all of you, that there is a personal interest that I wish to convey as well as connect with you through. And today's lecture is just that. Love. What it is and what it isn't. Love expects no reward. Love knows no fear. Love, divine, gives, does not demand. Love thinks no evil, imputes no motive. To love is to share and to serve. And so did say Swami Sivananda. That right there in itself is not just a full course meal, but probably a month's worth. Were we to engage in simply taking that in, it would certainly affect our current definitions that we tend to operate by and upgrade and enhance our participation. How do we define it? Sometimes I listen to my own definitions and I'm shocked. So much is written about love. There are countless of songs that are sung, thousands of movies. I'm sure you've seen a few. Religions talk of love and kindness. Battles have been fought over love. And almost everything we do and feel has undertones of love. You want to go to the dictionary? Go to the dictionary. You're going to get some really interesting words to define love. I'll let you go there. In neuroscience, they've come up with the realization that there are a number of chemicals that actually are present in the brain and are involved in influencing us in our experience of love. I think most of us are familiar with oxytocin. Others of you may be familiar with serotonin and how it affects the well-being. It stirs, these work together as well as other chemicals. We're not going to go into neuroscience right now, but just to bring it forward, love has been studied from a number of different precepts, and different realizations are brought forth about it. One could agree that human beings have one sole purpose, and that is to love and be loved. You might could say we were born to love. Love is something eternal. The aspects may change, but not the essence. There's nothing more natural than love. But somewhere along the way, something's happened to us. We get distracted in this journey of life, and we forget what it is like to truly love unconditionally. I just thought I'd throw that word in there just to kind of add to the mix. Because in essence, this is what we are all moving toward in our capacity to love. You see, I am firmly convinced that love is a learned experience. Some may say that you're born with just a certain amount of love and that's it. No, I disagree entirely. Who we are, our true nature, is love. But when we come into a situation such as donning a physical body and then entering into the dynamics of the matrix, it's so easy to forget who we truly are and to then engage in love. But remember, love is timeless. It's shapeless. It's separate from nothing. It is enduring. It's constant. It is non-judgmental. It is kind, not jealous, giving and removes all boundaries. So I present a question to you that I've presented to myself, and it has caused me to consider, reconsider, evaluate, reevaluate. And the question is this: how much do you love yourself? Real love, true love, is unconditional. Love that places conditions on another is counterfeit, not real at all. And then, loving another, well, how about it? Isn't that what we are in search for until we find? Don't we just look all over the place? But the thing of it is that you've got to love yourself before you can love another. Oh. I thought I could forget about myself once I found somebody else I could love. I could forget about me and the other person would take care of me. My love for them would be enough because somehow or another it would be reciprocated. Nurture your true nature. Only talk the truth. Make love your gifts and your gift to others. We could go to any number of books. Of course, one book that seems to be a book that a lot of people draw from so far as love is the Bible. Much has been written about love in the Bible, what it is, what it isn't. But when the question was raised to Jesus, tell us, what about love? He said, hey, love is all there is. Love God, love your neighbor. But if you look at that and you look at the translation of it, you can see that we must love ourselves completely in mind, body, and spirit. Being connected with a higher power, our higher self, we can unleash and tap into the power of the universe and the laws of nature. So, what if you really want to experience love? What if you really want to learn how to love yourself? What if you really want to have a loving relationship with someone else? So the question is, what happens if we let go of everything and start to love ourselves for who we are? Through it, we come to a place of looking to see, and eventually, we understand we are perfect just as we are. And that there is no need for external influences to make us feel good. By understanding and loving who we are, we can move toward a place of compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others. You see, in this search, you come to a place where you experience that you've grown and learned not to like yourself. You've grown and learned not to accept yourself. So all of that has to be released. By learning this, we understand and love who we are. And then we can move forward to a place of compassion for ourselves, of compassion for others. And our love for ourselves, then we find fear disappears. And when that happens, then there's no need for our ego to hold us hostage to its fanatical desire to attain perfection. Anthony DeMello, in one of his books, had a very interesting point on love, in that he says, people are never really in love with anyone. People are only really in love with a prejudiced and hopeful idea of that person. Many people are in love with the idea of another person. They love how they look, their status in society, their intellect, what they do. We find love only by seeking out a reflection of ourselves in someone else. Again, we find love only by seeking out a reflection of ourselves in someone else. When I look at you, I see me. That is what we are really saying when we find a partner whom we love. By only loving ourselves can we let ourselves love. If we do not love and understand ourselves, then it is difficult, if not impossible, to have any kind of lasting relationship with another. Hence why divorce is so popular. So let's get to the nuts in this shell here. Loving without condition. Loving without condition starts and ends with you. That was a punctuation. Merits repeating. To love without condition starts and ends with you. And it requires practice. It requires effort. So, we look at this and we say, all right, we come into this life, we take on all of this learned behavior, we somehow or another unconsciously feel there's something wrong with us, and at the same time, we're looking for fulfillment. We're looking for that connection. So we come to a place of, through many experiences, looking again. Because the wisdom of our true nature brings us to that place. It is our higher nature. So we begin to see that before we can do anything, we must empty ourselves of all negative thoughts and attachments. Forgive. And let go of all that holds us back from experiencing pure, unconditioned love. We must choose to focus only on the good in each and every person, no matter how deeply this good may be buried. I think that at times is a part of the journey into darkness that many of us encounter when we are doing our soul searching, trying to find relevance and meaning as to who we are and what we're involved in. So we come to a place of seeing again. Unconditional love is love without condition. That is, you don't want or expect anything in return for your affections, for your efforts, for your counsel. When we fall in love, we feel super important because we are able to reveal who we truly are, giving a glimpse of our souls. When we love unconditionally, we are free to let go and share with others our true being. So, it's up to each and every one of us as to how far we want to pursue this. It's a good thing we've got the rest of the service to do because you have definitely fallen into a funk. Thank you.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.